guys, this TikToker is back, and of course things have seemed to have gotten a hell of a lot worse. Here we go again with another DID faker, but this one might already be familiar to some of us. If you've been keeping up with my channel, you might have noticed we're exposing more and more of these fakers because you know that's exactly what we need. But the real issue here is the spread of misinformation, of course. And these fakers not only undermine the experiences of those who actually struggle with DID, but they also make it harder for them to receive the support and the understanding they truly need. It's a serious problem that needs to be addressed, hence why we're shining light on it again today. The sympathy and attention they're getting, totally not worth it. And it's been a solid 7 months since I made a video about this TikToker. But before I tell you who it is, today's comment shout out. If you guys can leave a comment down below saying, ablaze, these TikTokers are getting even worse, because one, it's true and it helps the algorithm, but I'll pick one of you for a shout out in the next video. Ladies and gentlemen, the Myriad System.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Back here again, apparently. Great. Always nice to see a familiar face, I think. Actually, no, I take that back. It's definitely not. And believe me, she's managed to sink even lower since the last time. Out of all the TikTokers pretending to have DID, she's the one who really takes the cake.
That's funny, because we ran into the age regression. And we told you that we were a dozen of small. And your reply was very spicy for a woman for sure, but knowing to a young mindset.
You can get those for free. You don't need a fellow game console for that. So your way of admitting to giving kids game consoles. But you can't even spell the meaning of a shrug. The real meaning that you want to put on there, because you know what you're saying goes wrong.
If you've seen her on your feed, you know she's not just faking mental illnesses. She got a whole collection of other lies up her sleeve too. And diving back into this topic about her feels like stepping into a pool of drama, except the water is made of lies and manipulation. Oh, and here's a fun fact, by the way. She's actually got pretty mad after I called her out in my last video. And ever since then, she's been making videos about me. Isn't that nice? Free publicity, I guess. I'll take it. Well, looks like she's addicted to attention anyway, whether it's positive or negative. I guess we're just feeding the beast again, aren't we? Like I mentioned previously, if you're new to her, by the way, this is one of the things that she's faked so far, just to let you have an understanding how low of a person she really is. Faking a pregnancy, because of course, why would you not fake one? Might as well, right? So, circling back to that whole fake pregnancy thing. People called her out, and it was pretty obvious it was all BS when they found the exact same ultrasound image on Google. I mean, seriously. Fast forward, she claims that she has finally given birth to those twins. But get this, she's out there dancing on TikTok while her babies are in hospital after being delivered. Mother of the year right here, guys. So here's the latest scoop after my video. Apparently Child Protective Services is knocking on her door. Don't know why they would knock there isn't any kids. Also, she says whether her whole pregnancy was real or just a big fat hoax, which, let's be honest, seems pretty obvious at this point. It's not exactly surprising that CPS would show up, especially if the person responsible for those kids isn't exactly Parent of the Year material. No child should have to endure a toxic home like the one the Myriad System would have given. Especially with a mum like her, it's just not right. And considering the potential for trauma those kids could go through in a situation like that, it's even more important for CPS to step in and make sure they're safe. What's even more concerning to contemplate though is how she acts more like a child despite looking and excuse me, like she's in her 40s or 50s. Oh my god. How on earth can she be expected to take care and raise children if she's sucking on their pacifiers herself? Be quiet, little Timmy. It's my turn on the pacifier. You'll have your turn later. Jeez. Oh boy. What in the world is going on here? It's just plain ridiculous to even think about before even delving into an idea of having kids. What really baffles me is who would actually want to impregnate her in the first place. Someone had to say it, it had to be said, and now it has been said. Come on guys, like you weren't thinking that as well. Well, apparently she's married. Sorry fellas, she's already taken. Damn it, and taking advantage of her husband's credentials to pose as an age regression therapist, despite not having the qualifications herself. But Blaze, what is age regression therapy? So, this form of therapy involves guiding individuals back to earlier stages of their lives, often childhood, to address and resolve past traumas, emotional issues, or unresolved conflicts that may be impacting their present day behavior, emotions, or relationships.
That's your opinion. Again, it's not the children in the systems or the children mindsets that are posting. It's the big in them, letting their voices, their little voices, still be heard. Wow. And edited by the big mind. So it's not the children posting. It's the big posting for the children. And see, you should know this as a system. I recognize your name and your system. We've had this conversation before. Your system is yours. You micromanage your system accountability. Let's micromanage our system and our accountability. So basically, you do you, honey boo, and we do we. Again, it's the adults posting, and they're just letting the children's voices be heard and seen, like they never were before.
A real therapist helps people go back to tough memories in a safe way to work through their issues, and here's Myriad at it again, claiming to be a therapist now. Before it was just her pretending to have DID, but now she's a full-blown professional, a therapist for mental illness. How cool is that? Wow, she's come a long way. Obviously, Myriad isn't capable of doing any of this age regression therapy stuff. She's the one who needs help the most. So it's absurd to think she's the one leading therapy sessions or inviting others to join.
Okay, psychologists, since you are so learned and so practiced in psychology, explain our license in age regression therapy and actual therapy. The psychology students and majors agree helps a person to regress and experience a childhood that they didn't have. Normally, a response from extreme repetitive traumas. We say normally because it could also be just extreme trauma like neglect, or the fact that they never had experienced love or appreciation or care. You need to give your mommy and daddy a hug because you don't understand this. So it doesn't make it a delusion, honey. It makes it a trauma response. Okay? Or to overcome everyday pain in life with joy
Some therapists might include age regression methods in treating DID, but the thing is, DID is a complex disorder that usually needs a range of specialized treatments like therapy, medication, and especially support.
The fuck are you think you is hitting on me? Ain't gonna let that happen again.
Just using age regression therapy won't fully heal or cure DID. Clearly, she doesn't understand what DID really involves.
You're laughing, it was serious. We're wired. We're a dissociative system. That means his head's gone through so much. This is fun. Don't you realize and recognize? Relax. It's gonna be entertaining for us.
Take notes. People with this condition can face significant challenges in their daily lives due to symptoms like memory loss and feeling disconnected from their reality, caused by different identities. So how can she find this entertaining? People like her on TikTok spread the wrong ideas and stereotypes about mental health. Well, only about 1.5% of the global population has this condition, and obviously she doesn't belong to this group. It's often really tough to ignore the urge to just ditch TikTok completely because of all the cringy stuff on there, from faking death to romanticizing mental illness and more. It's unacceptable, and some content creators aren't considering the impact of their content. Because let's be honest, having a platform is a privilege, but many seem to disregard the responsibility that comes with it. Take Myriad, for example. If she truly has dissociative identity disorder, she could use her platform to raise awareness in a more constructive manner. Instead, she continues to produce videos that perpetuate harmful stereotypes, all while targeting young people as her audience. So now she's playing host to a tea party as her little altar, complete with adorable toys. Wow. So in this video, she's in her little altar state. But let's see how quickly things can take a turn for the inappropriate. And when people call her out, she reacts in the worst manner possible. Honestly, she truly doesn't take responsibility for what she does. And she is in her 50s. Come on, Myriad. I'm really creeped off by the videos she's making to show little altars that they are safe online, especially because she follows them with suggestive content. It would be somewhat acceptable if she did those videos to promote awareness. However, that is the complete opposite of what she is doing here. She is creating harm, since clearly by posting those dirty videos, she is inviting kinky males to her TikTok page. And yeah, It is not surprising that she is now attacking them by claiming that they are the P word. I can't say that word on YouTube, I will definitely get demonetized. But despite that fact, they observed an elderly woman playing kinky on those videos.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the people that report my videos on Dinesh. She even has it in her account that she reported my videos. She's also the same person that told me she wants a real man that would not look down at a room filled of naked kids. And here she is right here going after a 12-year-old child. Can you imagine? Why don't you guys go give her account a look? It says, "Gonna Get You Rock." You can see how many children she goes after, just like Dinesh himself, yet he called me a PDE3O. Well, guys, and Dinesh's followers, I would hate to fit your vivid image of what a good man is, because that would mean I go after children, like Dinesh did, his followers do, Tizzy did, 10 years old, by the way. I thank the Lord in the heavens above you guys don't like me. I would hate for you guys to ever like me.
Cool. What do you guys think about this? It seems like things are spiraling out of control, but let me know. Generally, I'm assuming you guys probably are just feeling the same way as me, frustrated. So with all the shit she has been spreading, her account has been banned numerous times. Shocked? I'm not. Each ban seems to result in her creating new accounts without any hesitation. She has a better upload schedule than I do. She appears to be unstoppable. It seems like the attention she gathers motivates her to keep producing content like this. Frankly, it needs to come to a permanent halt. Like, take a look at her new accounts on TikTok. After each band, Myriad, Truth646, Gonna Get You RCK, and Myriad System Mole Scare, the later being dedicated to her little altars, where she posts tea parties and more. She also has a presence on apparently being in your 50s and maturing have nothing to do with each other. But here's hoping, and instead dedicates her time to something positive and valuable in the world. It appears she devotes all her energy into managing her new accounts. Time is precious, but it seems like she doesn't value it that way. On top of all that, she also claims she's broke. But if she's got time to spare, why not work? It's not like she's making any cash off of those crazy TikToks, and as if that's not enough, she also loves to show off her money and luxury. Yeah, right.
Careful now, we might fund the whole thing.
TikTok stars are facing charges this morning after they were arrested during a cross-country road trip. Officers arrested on Monday outside Austin, Texas.
So, as you can see, the longer she stays engaged online, the greater the harm she inflicts. Her actions fail to entertain anyone, and instead they undoubtedly upset many in ways she may not even be aware of. So considering her actions, it seems pretty clear that the Myriad system is dealing with some kind of mental issue, even if it's not the one she claims, and she's not being truthful about it. But one thing is for sure, it's definitely not dissociative identity disorder. Oh no. She does need help. The whole purpose of this video is to hold her accountable. And you know what? Sure, we might get a chuckle or two out of the drama she's stirring up, but it's also important to make her realize that engaging in other deceptive behaviors for the sake of fame is not just morally wrong, but can also be harmful to those who are generally struggling with mental health issues. And it's important to empathize that seeking a validation through such means is not the right path to take. I feel like it's been a while since I've made a deep dive on her. Like I said at the beginning, about 7 months. A lot has generally happened. So let me know what your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation is in the comments down below. Should she stop? Should she get some real help? What do you think? And again, if you guys do enjoy this content and want to help these videos spread more viewers, as I think that is definitely very much important, please consider hitting the like button, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.